The new parts have arrived from the factory without issue. They'll be fitted to the car in time for the next session.
Ooh, Fandabby Doozaloos. New stuff? Yay! So we got tyre blankets. Oh, it looks like quali could be a problem. As long as we make it through, that's all we care about. Oh well then, welcome to Monza.
The more respected you are as a driver, the stronger we'll be during contract negotiations. In order to gain that respect throughout the paddock, you need to drive clean and bring home good results. Warnings and penalties from the stewards, on the other hand, will lose you respect, so be careful.
Yeah. Look at that rivalry. We're beating Stroll, but we're losing out to Vettel. Just 5 wins. We've won 5 races. All this should come in for the next race. I am hoping so, because if it doesn't, I am gonna cry. Gonna cry blue murder. So there's our tyre blankets. Now we can go after something else. I haven't a clue what, but we'll go after something else. Because everything we get now comes in after Singapore. Take a look at the points. Kimi Raikkonen still in lead of the championship. From myself, and then a big gap back to Sebastian Vettel, and a bigger gap back to Max Verstappen, who has a bigger gap back to Lewis Hamilton, who's in a fight for 5th with Danny Ricciardo, Nico Hulkenberg 7th, Valtteri Bottas, Sergio Perez, Carlos Sainz, Kevin Magnussen, Esteban Ocon, Lance Stroll, Charles Leclerc, Roman Grosjean, Marcus Ericsson, Fernando Alonso, Stoffel Van Dorn, and the 2 Toro Rossos have still yet to score. Scrubs. Tell you what, Raikkonen. I want to check out Raikkonen here. Look at that. He has not had a DNF this season. He has not had a DNF. Seb's had a few bad races. We both had a bad race. Well, I've had a worse race than him. But can you believe that? That shocks me. Neither Ferraris have had a DNF, and nor have I. Mind you, we got Monza, so we gotta beat them on their stomping ground. So we'll head to practice, hopefully with these new tyre blankets, and we'll see you for quali.
The pit lane will be open shortly, which means it's nearly time for qualifying for the Italian Grand Prix here in Monza. I was looking at some highlights of previous races here, and the one thing that really stood out to me was the run down to turn 1. It's not an easy one to navigate, as everyone is scrapping to get into there first.
Turn 1's always a consideration for this race. It's certainly a difficult one to get right when surrounded by other cars, but the race isn't won or lost there. You've got to be smart, get through, and hope your rivals get into trouble and not you.
Right, I'll just get talking, because you never know, he might That's good, yep, that's good. He might get talking any moment. So, what can I tell you about practice? Well, the good news is, I do believe that we found the perfect setup. I believe it's got a lot of power down the straights, so we can exercise this engine capacity, as you can see right here. I mean, we're almost at, what, 215 clicks an hour. But still, man, we're trying to get the right line into turn 1. We're just having to brake that a little bit earlier into turn 1 than we would like. If we can hook up the Alta, is it the Retroposta? Sorry. We can hook this chicane up as well. I think we've got a chance of pole. Because we were around that time that Danny Rick just set, and that was in practice. and the Red Bulls were nowhere. Because we almost forget to open up DRS. Did we set fastest middle sector? I think we did. Let's look about the Variante Alta now down to the Parabolica. If this isn't the pole lap, I'll be surprised as hell. Well, sorry, if this isn't provisional fastest, I should say, I'll be surprised as hell. Coming to the line. Boom!
You've just put in the fastest lap. Good job.
I think that lap will do. Live with that one.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:20.5.
1:20.5, or Bottas. These McLarens have been nowhere, and all of a sudden now to nowhere come the McLarens. I tell you the team to watch this weekend, and I do mean this as a team to watch this weekend. It's gonna be them Saubers, because Leclerc has been mega. That's us comfortably in. Never been more comfortable in my life than that lap. So we lose. We lose Stoffel Van Dorn, Pierre Gasly, Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz, there's a shock. Brendan Hartley and Roman Grosjean. Wow, that means Ericsson got through, didn't he? Wow, we lose both Toro Rossos. Well, that was coming. Right, onto Q2. Then, onto Q2, and we'll get straight out there. New set of super softs on. In fact, you know what? We may be able to get through on the softs. That would be a gamble, wouldn't it? Let's see if we can get through on the softs. And then if we can't, we'll come put the super softs on. I feel like this is the way we should go. If we can get anywhere close to the time we set in Q1, that 20.5, I will gladly take that all day, every day. One thing I will say, the Ferraris have not been on the pace that they normally set. Which does shock me around this circuit, because this is Ferrari turf. Alonso does a 22.4, that's not going to be any good, Fernando. You better have the softs on for that lap. Stroll does the 21.8. That might be alright, Lance. Let's see how we compare to Stroll. Lewis Hamilton does a 21.0. That's nice through the Parabolica. To the line. Ooh, we're 0.1 slower. We're 0.1 slower. That's a shock. But it's good enough for third at the moment. Look at that lap from Hamilton at 19.5.
You're doing a great job. We're much higher up the field than we expected to be.
Now look at this. This is where I'm worried now, gamble-wise. We are faster than some of these super soft runners. We are faster than a lot of these super soft runners. And I think we're good. I think we just made it as well. Oh, that was too close to call. We're going to be the only ones starting on the super soft, on the softs tomorrow. So if we can get high up that thing, we can mess with a few people's races. So we lose Leclerc, we lose Ericsson, Stroll, Alonso, and Bottas. Bottas tried to go over the softs as well, but he couldn't make it. Oh well then, it's on to Q3. Q3. And the crucial thing is, we've got 3 sets of super soft tyres to use. This is going to come in very, very handy. If we need it to come in very handy. I can't believe we're going to be only one of the top 10 starting on the softs. I don't know why anyone else didn't try that gamble. That shocks me, that no one else would try that gamble. So here we go, through the parabolic, we're going to wind her up now. Over the line, come on. This lap matters. They all matter, to be fair. Oh, we got a bit loose out through the first corner. And now down through the Curva Grande. Or as I'll call it for this race, the Ariana Grande. Oh, that was nice through the Retroposta. Now into the Lesbos. You know Hamilton, who did a 19.85 in the second qualifying session? Perez with a 21.0. All over the curves through the Ascari chicane, now down to the Parabolica. Come on through the Parabolica. Nice and smooth. Punch for the line. Yikes! Do we need to go out again? Probably not. But I might do, just to make a point.
We think we may see some rain. ETA is about 15 minutes.
It's only worth a tenth, but it might be worth it. Let's go again. Because I do believe that lap was probably about as good as we could have done. But we'll gladly go and give it another crack.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
2 laps of fuel, I only need the 1. Let's see if we can go faster. Look at that, we're already, what, 2/10 faster. We're going to ace the Retroposta though, like we did in the first lap.
Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes time. Rain in 10 minutes.
Oh, we would have been as well. Oh well. If Vettel can beat me, Vettel beats me, but well, that's the end of our session. It's the end of our session.
We've had to spend time repairing the damage to the car. So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute.
I think, did we get him?
The grid is all set then for the race tomorrow. But before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top 3, who are Paul, Vettel and Daniel Ricciardo. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
That is a hell of a lap. And we're trouncing Raikkonen. So if we get an absolute monster start tomorrow, even if Vettel gets us, we can sneak in behind Vettel and do him in the first corner with our softs on. So I think, without further ado, it's time to head to the shop. But something tells me someone might want to come first.
Good day today. Tell us about it from your perspective.
We got pole.
Looks like you had a great qualifying session. It must be a
We got
relief
pole,
being
and
that far
we're
up the
very
grid.
happy with that.
You left a lot of paint on the walls today. Were you struggling for grip, or did you just misjudge some corners?
Yeah, I'm not going to comment on that. Because,
Well, thanks anyway.
we didn't hit the wall. Did we? Apart from that incident, in the Retroposta. That should put it on par with Sebastian. Good, good. Lovely.
All right, I think we can call that a successful qualifying. We should be in with a good chance in the
You
race.
better call that a successful qualifying. We're starting on the top step. That should be the strategy today. Nail the start, lead out the first turn, win by a mile, no problem. And we've got 600 resource points waiting to come to us anyway, so we're laughing. And then we've got all these upgrades that we've got coming for Singapore. Sweet. Plus we're on the last race of our three components, so we'll get a new ICE for Singapore, a new MGU-H, and a new turbocharger. The CE, the Energy Store, and the MGU-K have got to last all the way through to Abu Dhabi. Unless we win the championship, and then we'll just take nuke. Because, well, we can't be bothered. So, I think without further ado, let's race. Let's buggy.
The Italians love their cars and they love their racing. And of course, they love it here at Monza. Home race for Ferrari, of course, who've had 18 wins here since 1950. But you know, there's not been so much luck for the locals in the cockpit recently. The last Italian driver to win this race was back in 1966. So what now? I think it's time to make some more history here today. With top speeds reaching 215 miles per hour, only a few places can challenge Monza's crown as the
We were
fastest
getting over
circuit
that in
F1.
qualifying.
Hard braking zones going into the 3 chicanes make up the majority of the 11 corners on this 3.6 mile circuit. And just in case the slipstream wasn't enough, 2 DRS zones will help encourage some closer action. It's a very tight turn 1 here and a very big braking zone. It's a corner, Anthony Davidson, where we've seen a number of lap 1 incidents in the past.
As you say, it's a very small piece of track when you have more than just one car trying to go through it. The actual run down towards the chicane is quite wide, so off the start we'll often see drivers running 2 or maybe 3 abreast as they come up towards the braking zone. Everyone wants to brake late, of course, to win track position, and that tends to be where we see a lot of contact. And you'll see the more experienced drivers kind of hang back a little into here and focus more on picking up the pieces from other people's incidents.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Poole lines up on pole position, and starting alongside in P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Ricciardo, Hamilton, Esteban Ocon, and Perez.
Oh, Raikkonen's took
Verstappen,
penalty.
Hulkenberg,
Even
Magnussen,
better.
and Kimi Raikkonen. Leclerc, Ericsson, Lance Stroll, and Bottas. Van Dorn,
How's the view down there,
Carlos
Kimmy?
Sainz, and Fernando Alonso. They've taken a grid penalty. Grosjean and Brendan Hartley rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to
Just
the
altering
track.
the headset so it don't do my ear in.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
So we're going to do an 8-lap sprint on these supers. Sorry, these softs, and then a 5-lap sprint on the super soft. That's the way to go. Because I think a lap more and we could kill the car. So let's hope we do this. Even if we don't get Vettel off the line, we'll get him into the first corner. So without further ado, let's get it. Let's do this. Lights out, away we go. Vettel's got the better start. So we can just tuck in right here. Here comes Hamilton. Here you are, Seb. How'd you like that one? Sebastian right on the outside. We're going to be side by side with the Ferrari into Curva Grande. Oh, he's banging on me. But we'll keep the lead. Thank goodness. Keep the lead there. We didn't want any more than that. He wants more. He's hit the back of me. That Ferrari is doing anything to stop me winning.
Well done, mate. Nice start.
I'd love to know what that Ferrari's game is. Because I ain't having it. Into the first chicane. I'm not so worried about fastest laps now. We can do our fastest laps when we come to it. But it's on. Look at that. That's lovely through the Retro Aposta. Now into the Lesmos. I'm not sure if it'd be worth perhaps coming in a lap earlier off these Supersoft. Raikkonen is struggling, man. I've just seen Raikkonen in the on the mini-map, and he is struggling badly. In fact, I think he's been overtaken by one of the Toro Rossos. Vettel's also struggling. I think Perez might get him. Sergio Perez getting him wouldn't be the worst result in the world.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap for the race.
Fastest lap of myself. We're out of DRS range from Vettel, which is an even better result. Little slide out of the chicane, never hurt anybody. I think Perez has got Vettel. Yeah, keep yourself busy. I'll just be up the road here somewhere. When you're ready to play, come play.
Okay, we're monitoring somewhere on the ICE. Be aware that we will start to see a loss of power.
When you're ready to play back there, come play. It looks like Perez though has got past Vettel finally. But I think Vettel's going to have DRS down to the Ascari here. This is like Silverstone all over again. Whoa! Boy, whoa! That car was snaking around worse than a pole dancer on a pole.
We advise moving to mix 2, fuel to mix 2.
And we still
We're leading our
extended the
teammate by 8.5 seconds.
Perez has got past Vettel. That's going to be a race-long battle, I think, for them two. We've done the Ferrari thing. Checked out the hotel. These super, I keep calling them super softs, they're not very soft. They're going to last a lifetime. Vettel's got past Perez again, but I think Perez is going to have DRS down to the Ascari. Although in saying that, it looks like Perez is struggling out there. In fact, Hamilton's got past Perez, so I think Perez has got a problem.
Reduce the ERS deployment, please. We need to charge the battery.
But even if he's got a problem, look at the gap we've got on Sebastian already. We're practically through the parabolica and he hasn't even got close. Ricciardo now in third. Fastest last sector for us. Vettel's gap is, well, there's Ricciardo, 6.1. Wow. It's Ricciardo and Ocon. I'm not worried about the Red Bulls this weekend. To give the old chicanes a bit of a clunk. Looks like Ocon's got past Ricciardo. That's the one I'm interested in right there. Because I want to know where we're going to come out.
Right, some information on Ricciardo. They have an issue with their car. They're going to be slow.
In fact, that's the end of Ricciardo. So 7.8 to Ocon. 7.8 to Ocon. If ever there was going to be an easy race, this was it. Look at that. I think Vettel and company...
Engine is showing small signs of wear. Power output will be down.
I think Vettel and company have only just come out of the...
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the super softs.
Ascari. Lance Stroll's about to go into third place. Come on, Lancey boy. There's some points here for you if you want them. Leclerc's now taken third place. Although the gap to them, we're going to come out 10th. So basically, we're going to come out at the back of this train here, where the whatchamacallums are. The McLarens. 10 seconds back to Ricciardo. Wow. If ever there was a more dominant performance, this might be it. Although I think Ricciardo and company are going a bit too far on their super softs. We set another fastest lap.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
We got it locked for fastest lap.
Caution, caution. The virtual safety car is out. Reduce speed and maintain a positive delta. Lance is in for his stop.
Good boy, Lance. Good thinking. Now, why have we got the virtual safety car? I tell you who might have benefited from this, Carlos Sainz.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace. Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until the green flag. VSC ending. Wait for green.
There we go, we can go.
Okay, clear.
We might have got the jump on a few people. As we absolutely destroy the curves in the Ascari chicane. Did Sainz make a pit stop? Because if Sainz... No, Sainz got knocked out in one of the queues, didn't he? So...
Okay, we need some energy harvesting. Reduce ERS deployment.
We're going to come out third.
Box, box. We're coming in this lap.
I'm glad we're coming in this lap. Wonder if Ericsson's coming in this lap. Well, he must be. In fact, Ericsson might already be in. In fact, I've just seen if we come out, we're going to come out in the lead, so Vettel takes the de facto second place, and that's all it'll be, a de facto second place. It'd be interesting to know where Raikkonen is. But we give it everything.
Our gap behind is 25.2 seconds.
25.2. We should come out in the lead then.
Box this lap, please.
Yes, please, chef. I'll come in for some freshies. It is going to be the super softs that go on. Brand new super softs as well.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
There we go. We're slowed down. Here come the boys. There's Vettel.
Go, go, go.
2 second stop. Good stop, lads. Good stop. See if we can beat Vettel.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
We got him. But now, now it's a race. But I should have enough because, like I said, he's got the slower tyre on. I've got the quicker tyre. In fact, if I punch in an absolute flyer lap on my next lap, as we go all over the curb in the Ascari, I don't know what the gap is. He may have DRS, or he might have DRS. I'm hoping he doesn't. If he does, I'll offer him the outside the corner. It might be time for a fight on Ferrari territory. Come on then, engine. Give me everything you've got. As Vettel sets the fastest lap. Well, that's fine. Set the fastest lap, I don't mind. We've got good traction out of the first chicane. We should set a blinding middle first sector in a second. Through the Lesmos. I think he's far enough back that I don't have to worry about him now.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
I'm thinking we should set the fastest lap now. Come on, give me a fast one. Take that one, Seb.
The battery is low on energy. Reduce ERS deployment.
Seb had one job, and he couldn't do it.
We're not going to be able to run in this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix too soon.
I'd rather it didn't, but... we may have to. Oh, that's the end of Stoffel. That's the end of Van Dorn. Where did he come to grief? Oh, we've got it very wrong. We saved. Oh, he come to grief on the start-finish line. Oh, right on the racing line. Why isn't that a safety car?
Yellow flag.
Oh, he's far enough out of the way. I'd still rather see the safety car.
Green flag.
Two to go. Two to go and Vettel doesn't have an answer. We have led every single lap today. I think this is what is affectionately known as a clean sweep. Pole, fastest lap, and the race win. How's your super softs hanging back there, Sebastian? And you've got soft tyres on, not super soft. Hamilton's 7 seconds back. Hamilton can't.
There's
live
only
with our
one
pace.
lap of fuel remaining.
1 lap of fuel left. It's all we need. As we come through the Parabolica, we're going to start the white flag lap. This has been easy.
This is your final lap of the race. Gap to
2
teammate
seconds
behind is
me.
23.8 seconds.
Lance might score some points. He might, I don't know yet. I'd love to know where Raikkonen is. If Raikkonen gets a DNF on home territory, that would be the best result ever. What's the gap at? 1.6. I hope our super softs have not dropped off. I hope our super softs have not dropped off. No, they're fine. I think it's just the fact that Seb is immense in the first sector. Gap at 1.8. Just got to get through the Parabolica now. And we're going to keep up our streak of winning at circuits beginning with S&M. Through the Parabolica. We're coming to bring it home on their territory, baby. Victory in Monza.
Fantastic. You've won the Grand Prix.
Woohoo!
Here they are then, coming into Parc Fermé, and an excellent win for the Williams team. So, Ant, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
Well, I'd say it's just raw
Yep,
pace.
I'd say it was raw
Simple.
pace too.
I mean, we could sit here and talk about strategy all day.
What a bunch of
overtaking,
scrubs.
Looking after the tyres. But at the end of it all, if you want to win, you need a package that's got
Wow,
the speed
Leclerc
over
with a
everyone
fifth.
else. And that's exactly what they had today.
That boy's going to be good.
Here come our winning drivers then, out onto the podium at the end of a thrilling Grand Prix. The drama and excitement are over, and it's time to let it all sink in. Congratulations to our top 3 today.
Yeah, we're happy with that one. As we spray the champagne!
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. Well, the gap at the top of the championship has been cut down after a difficult race today for our championship leader. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Sebastian Vettel. He was a class above today, just an absolute pleasure to watch.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. We saw a dip in form from the championship leaders today. Their lead has taken a significant blow. There'll be plenty more twists and turns to come this season. I hope you can join us at the next race to see just who will come out on top.
I'm sorry, Seb Vettel, driver of the day. Screw you! Pierre Gasly's driver of the day, in my eyes. Up 6 places, scores Toro Rosso's first point. Okay, he beat Lance, prick, but he scored Toro Rosso's first points of the season. There's the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson doesn't know what he's talking about. Kimi finished 14th. Wow. Kimi's like my sandwich. His championship lead's like my sandwich. Ooh, I'll have some of that. Who else scored? Bottas, Ricciardo, Verstappen, Ocon, Leclerc. Look at that. Even Leclerc would have been a good candidate for driver of the day. Perez, Hamilton, Vettel. Can't get any better than that. Fastest lap, and the pole, and the race victory after 18 minutes. It doesn't get any better than that. Anyway, off to see Claire. She's gonna have some stuff to say to us.
Good day today. Tell us about it from your perspective.
We won.
There was some contact between you two. What happened out there?
He needs to look where he's going. This isn't a video game.
Do you have any comments about the collisions?
Yeah. I obviously have no comment.
Well, thanks anyway.
I think I said all I needed to say about what Sebastian did, the cheeky swine. So how'd you like them apples, Sebastian? That's a nice little payday. Got that objective as well. Everyone's rep starts to go back up after what happened in Spa.
Excellent result today. Finishes like that will look good on your contract reviews. On to the next one.
I quite agree. They'll look good, those finishes. Right.
So the team are happy that you hit your last goal. That's going to help out with car development. And it'll weigh in your favour the next time you have a contract review.
Now, what I want to do... What I want to do is actually something pretty good. So if I can get that... And then get... Can you see what it is yet? Get that. I'm hoping that all our upgrades come through for Singapore. Because if they do, the Ferraris are going to have a problem. And I mean a big problem. So, let's do the normal thing. Take... Actually, you know what? We might keep them all in, because they look in fine fettle. We might just take the new stuff in time for the race at Singapore. That's That's nothing wrong there with that, is there? Got a new practice gearbox coming for Singapore. Look at that, the gap's down to 7 points. Hey Kimmy! Look behind you! Toro Rosso off the mark. Come on, Brendan. Brendan Hartley needs to score. Otherwise someone's going to be replacing him. I should think then that's everything then. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed that domination, because that's all it was. It was pure domination. And we shall see you for the next race around Singapore, when hopefully we get all of this. And then when we do, oh boy, are those Ferraris in trouble.